Welcome everyone to today's webinars. Of course, it's brought to you by B2BinPay. I'm Ramzi from Finance Magnet Group, and I'm really excited to be here with you all. We all know that there is a staggering 5 trillion in stablecoin transaction in the last quarter, at least. The cryptocurrency landscape is continuously evolving, offering both opportunities and, as we all know, challenges as well. But today's discussion is aimed to explore this through an informative lens, focusing, of course, on the roles of stablecoin and the advancement in crypto processing. Joining us today is Vitaly from B2BinPay. He's got a lot to share, I'm pretty sure, about the behind the scenes of crypto processing. Vitaly, glad you could join us today.
Thank you, Ramzi. I would like to introduce myself, talk about who am I? I'm a product owner of B2BinPay crypto payment system, part of B2 broker group of companies. So basically, my responsibility here is all the inventions, implementation of new functionality and the common product development, I would say. A big pleasure for me to be in front of you today, and thank you everybody for joining us. Hopefully, I will be able to share some certain insights and general market trends of crypto.
Thanks for sharing that, Vitaly. And I just want to say it is always great to hear the passion that you guys always put behind the work, B2B group, and the work that you guys do. So I want to jump right in. We have a waiting. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about? Tell me about the recent surge that you saw in stablecoin transaction, and why they are becoming such a critical part of the global payment network.
Sure. I believe we might start with some statistics for today, yes. And that's the first thing I've got prepared. So basically, cryptocurrency market has been gaining a credibility in the eyes of traders, investors, everywhere over the past few years. Probably I would say half a decade even. And it's evident by the fact that such large media houses as CNBC and Bloomberg have now included Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC stablecoins as a part of their daily financial coverage. So statistics. Some say that statistics is lies. Others think it's boring, but I hope I have some proper numbers to get a nice impact on you guys. So
data is clear and data doesn't lie. Data is always clear. The numbers are there for a reason.
Okay. So the very first thing I would like to start with is the Bitcoin market capacity. Yeah. This year it hits $1 trillion United States dollars. To put it simple, just count the zeros in this number. Yeah. In 2014, I believe when Bitcoin reached the price of 100 United States dollars, everybody thought it's the best time to get rid of the asset. The price cannot be higher. Today, Bitcoin price is over 51K. So it's 500 times bigger than 10 years ago.
Yeah, it is very clear that there is big shift happened since then. And there is a lot of people who already been through that and regret that moment. I promise you that.
Sure.
Because the data show that there is, I think the last time that Finance Magnet did the survey, data does actually show there is an increase of over 500% of the businesses who's accepting Bitcoin globally. So imagine that's jump 500%. It's a huge number.
It is. Thank you. And I would your initial question was about the stablecoin and the transactions in stablecoins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe I have an answer here. The volume of stablecoin transactions and its market capacity is growing from year to year. It tells us that crypto is also increasing in numbers as a payment method, not only as trading something, but also a payment method, right? So a little bit more statistics over here. 64% of merchants say that they are interested in crypto processing. That's big.
That's big. And there is another survey also that crypto owners, I think the survey was more on the retail side. We saw that there is about 50% of the people who own crypto are actually willing to work with or buy, do their annual shopping, holiday shopping at retail shops that accept crypto payment. So that's the data.
I'll just tell you some numbers in case if we're talking about regular middle-aged men. We have like 31% of people who
young people like us. Yes.
Yeah, like you and me, obviously. Who like 31% plan to pay with crypto in this year. All right, and 40% say, like the same middle-aged men, 18 to 35, they are using crypto, and like 10% of them plan to do it regularly. So it's like 10% of middle-aged men are like ready to use the crypto as a payment solution. That's it. And the answer on the other side, I would say, is 75% of retailers say they plan to accept crypto. So basically, buyers and sellers, match each other in numbers almost. Regular people are ready to pay. Retailers are ready to accept. And yeah, crypto is now. That's it.
Crypto is now here. It stays growing, and the numbers they speak for themselves. I want to maybe. I think you have another slide prepared for us that we will be talking about the global landscape. Maybe if you finish discussion with the status, we can move on to the next slide. Let's see.
Sure.
Have a look here.
Let's have a look at.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, exactly. I have it here open as well. This map you are showing right now, it gives us a very fascinating picture of where crypto is embraced around the world. That's for sure. Maybe you could help us explain the significance of the legality and regular environment in these countries, and how you think this has influenced the adaptation of the cryptocurrencies.
Okay, I believe the slide is really simple, and it displays like the information in a very simple way. Just take a look at the cryptocurrency regions that publicly accept crypto as one of the payment methods, right? The crypto industry it was, and it is, and will be obviously supported in these countries like for a long time. Projects for legitimate use of cryptocurrency are being developed constantly, actively implemented in the lives of citizens, right? And digital assets are publicly guaranteed with legitimacy, and their circulation is regulated at legal. It's very important. It's crucial at the legal level. The legislation of the countries, it doesn't prohibit the issue, mining, ownership, and trading of virtual money. So we can see the map of green regions here, and the list of countries. It doesn't mean that the other part of the world doesn't accept or maybe prohibit the use of crypto. No, there are some countries, but it's very important to say that
the regulations.
The gray part here on the map is unregulated, and it basically means that the countries here are not certain about how to use. So it's not prohibited. It's not legal.
Can I add something very important here? I think it is for our audience to learn. Very recently, Finance Magnet Intelligence Department, we have an intelligence department that produces, as you know, the custom report and data research and analysis. We have a list of region to watch. We call it region to watch for the crypto map and crypto regulations. And the list is an extensive list. It's not just a small list. We're looking at within the Latin American countries, El Salvador, definitely, as we can see here, it's already made the Bitcoin legal tender, and other countries in the region showing very growing interest. I'm naming, Brazil, for example, is definitely working on a regulatory framework that the sources show us. Also in Africa, Nigeria, we see it here. I don't know if it's not included as well. Nigeria is, the Central African Republic as well. They both demonstrate a very high adaptation
interest. Yeah.
Even without the limited regulations, by the way. But this region also shows that there is there's a lot of formal rules that it's going to be emerging within Southeast Asia, the Caribbeans. We have a list of countries as well there, small islands. So these are the regions that I think very soon it will be also implemented within the. I guess you need to update your map very soon.
Hopefully, I believe, Ramsey, frankly speaking, you have an expert knowledge, obviously because of your daily coverage, I have nothing to add here. We're waiting for more countries to join, the common trend that we support already. And, obviously it's a one-way ticket, one-way direction.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Please continue.
And,
yes.
Okay, so I believe there is one very important thing to talk about is that let's say the trends in cryptocurrency market, they are shifting, and people around the world, they now understand the benefits of crypto transactions, which include low fees, fast handling, and a certain move towards the transparency. I would say that new governing methods, tools, and policies are constantly initiated, making crypto operations safe and straightforward. So AML and travel rule are worth mentioning here. So I believe I'll start with AML because the initial change, it started in 2019 when 3 financial regulators, I believe, CFTC, SEC, and FinCEN issued a joint statement officially classifying cryptocurrency exchanges as financial institutions. Okay, since then, anti-money laundering, the AML check rules established by the Bank Secrecy Act began to apply to them. This announcement marked the beginning of an era of increased regulatory impact on cryptocurrency exchanges. And we have the latest invention, which is, FATF travel rule, which is also applied to crypto now. At its core, it is designed to, enhance transparency and accountability within the cryptocurrency space. It establishes a framework that mandates virtual asset service providers, which includes cryptocurrency exchanges, wallet providers, custodians, and obviously us as, I mean B2BinPay, to collect, verify, and share customer information when facilitating cryptocurrency transfers. The rule, itself, aims to combat money laundering and counter terrorist financing in crypto industry. By mandating the collection and sharing of transaction data, regulators can effectively trace and investigate potential illicit activities conducted through digital assets.
Of course.
So this is basically, it aligns with the FATF overarching mission to protect the integrity of the global financial system. So we easily can make a statement here. Crypto
Very well explained.
is
yes.
Come again?
Very well explained. You are explaining the technicalities of each policies in detail.
Thank you, man. So I believe we can easily make a statement now that crypto is no longer private, anonymous, and recognized something from far and distant future. And still, while offering profit opportunities for traders, market volatility can be quite a challenge for an average end user. Obviously, the crypto prices they fluctuate constantly. If we are talking about the Bitcoin or Ethereum, you know, everybody knows, everybody is aware of Bitcoin, and we talked like a couple of minutes ago that Bitcoin price is 500 times bigger than it was 10 years ago, and it is really volatile like right now. However, the industry got more and more mature, and now everybody's aware of a perfect response to this volatility, which is stablecoins. And I have some, I have a point here to talk about.
Please. Yes. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So
yes,
basically, stablecoins is a type of cryptocurrency whose value is pegged to another currency, most often the United States dollar, euro, yeah, and they maintain this peg through like reserves of dollars, euros, and maybe other cryptocurrencies, or even a mix of both of them, kept in controlled bank accounts, right? So stable coins are frequently used as a hedge against crypto market volatility, or for generating passive income through other activities, lending maybe. So some popular stable coins include Tether USDT and Circle USDC, and we can see that even like last month, that we can see the graphs here, which tell us that
the price is jumping.
It's not price, it's market capacity. And we have more and more. Yeah. So, okay. We have more and more market capacity over these stable coins. So they are more and more and more in use. Yeah. Also, we can notice that there are some new players in the game, such as TUSD and EuroC by Circle. So new companies join these fiat-pegged inventions as a perfect solution for those who are searching for simplicity, I would say. A simplicity and ease in regular payments. And crypto market evolves swiftly. Currently, stable coins like USDT and USDC are not limited to Binance, Tron, and Ethereum blockchains, which are well known. And also it becomes available on Polygon, Avalanche, Algorand, Solana, Optimism, other networks. So if we join here, jump to the next slide. Each obviously, each blockchain has its own perks. Some are faster, some of them are, I would say, more secure, others are cheaper to use. For example, let's take Polygon. Polygon network, if I'm not mistaken, achieves the transaction finality in about 2.1 seconds per block. And the average cost of the transaction ranges, around 1.5 cents. So it's very cheap. Meanwhile, Solana, for example, Solana processes transactions in up to 1 second, so it's twice faster, okay, and offers a very, very low fees, less than two. I had a research, and I believe it's less than 0.02% of USD cent per transaction. So yet many consider Polygon a more secure and scalable network. However, we are still to make a statement. Other blockchains, they continue the support of stablecoins, and stablecoin issuers, provide more and more access over different other platforms on the market, different other blockchains. Right.
Just for the sake of clarifying this, the point that you're making, for our audience also to have a better understanding, compare that to the well-known Ethereum, for example, how that will be playing out. If you're comparing to Ethereum, Ethereum, it's well-known, it's well-established, and it's been around for a while. So how do you compare that to Ethereum in this case?
Well, I would like to make one comparison. Like, in case if you are tired of low speed and huge gas prices, like per transaction,
Mm.
you have a perfect answer for that. Just use other blockchains, level 2 blockchains. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Everything is
We're not
simple.
we're not pushing for others, but we're just saying these are the data, the numbers
Yeah.
showing for themselves.
Exactly. So yeah, obviously, like we might talk about like Bitcoin. Initially, it was cheap, and during the time, the price is growing. The same thing happens with Ethereum, and the more it's used, you know,
The prices because of
the
the
more have.
market demand. The prices is
Sorry.
based on the market. Is the prices are increasing based on the
Oh,
market demand and the number of the people use, and that could actually also be, for example, could be applied to Omni, for example, in the near future when you see a lot of people will increasingly be depending on this blockchain.
uh, I believe that like other blockchains are in very like start, and obviously it also depends on the technology behind the blockchain. So some blockchains might keep the transactions cheap as they are and keep them fast as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I believe it's a matter of a technology we have behind each blockchain, and it's a different like I will say something about it a little bit later on
I'm sensing
because I have some
diplomatic here,
news.
so we're gonna move on. I'm sensing some
No,
diplomatic, so just
no, no,
cutting
no,
it.
no, no. It's nothing dramatic. It's nothing really dramatic. But
Diplomatic.
I'll.
You're trying to be diplomatic in your answer. That's why I'm sensing it. So I
Ah,
think we
okay,
should.
got it. Okay, so
Yes,
this variety of options means that stablecoins are becoming more accessible and attractive to more people. That's
absolutely.
it. We view basically like we at B2BinPay, we view this not as a temporary hype with expected decrease, but a major market movement. We face it as a very strong market trend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really proud to say that we at B2BinPay are the only company on the market offering the solutions for both those who are in search of um, crypto trading capabilities and those who strive for simplicity and ease in regular payments. So,
Which gonna make me move to the next question about
mhm,
B2B, B2B in pay products, or what the product is. Maybe you have like there we go. That's the slide. Okay.
mhm.
Sorry, our slide. There is a delay for everybody who's watching. There is a delay in the let's say the podcast, the webinar. That's why it gives us this confusion.
Yeah, okay. So we basically like if talking about the B2BinPay products, right now we're given access to both models of merchant digital wallet
Mhm.
solution and enterprise blockchain wallet solution with significant differences between them available in one unified account. I believe that it's very important to note that at the end of last year, we unified the account, and now digital and blockchain attribute doesn't belong to the specific account, but also it has been transferred to the wallets. The key difference between these two types of wallets is the ability to convert incoming or outgoing transactions into the wallet currency, as well as the number of currencies supported. When we talk about the digital wallet solution, we mean that the ability to open the wallet in 7 currencies
Mhm.
and accept over 50 currencies with conversion to the wallet currency. We ourselves at B2BinPay will take care of liquidity for this conversion, collecting funds from deposit addresses belonging to the end users.
Mhm.
But we are demanding about the like minimum transaction amount in order to cover the costs associated with blockchain commissions during the process.
Okay. And
So,
sorry to interrupt you. There's a couple of questions coming through about the slides. The slides will be available, I believe, for everybody to have because it
sorry.
does. It's not that clear. So we're just saying to everybody, we will share this slide with you. It will be available, of course, along with other products that it will be shared with everybody who attended this webinar. Sorry.
Sure. Of course, we'll share. I mean, I believe we'll have a recording, even in case if you don't have that much time.
Absolutely.
You might have it a little bit later on. So anyway, this solution of digital wallets, it's amazingly convenient solution for fintech, such as brokerage, hedge funds, investment fund, e-commerce, high-risk businesses seeking to increase their customer base and expand payment methods. As an e-commerce, for example, you have an access to millions of people which are located everywhere. It is obviously perfect for a solution for web e-commerce. It allows you to maximize your client base and enlarge payment options, no chargebacks, no delays, low commission compared to existing fiat payment methods. As a fintech, crypto is really fast and useful for operational spending such as stop outs, margin calls. Fiat, on the other hand, it's very slow to send and to process. You can send any amount of funds immediately, so it's vital for fintech to have crypto. You know, just what is stop out? You basically you need to add money to your balance to keep processing the trading activity of your traders, if you are a broker, let's say. Okay. And as a high risk, crypto is the only solution. It is almost impossible to have a bank account for a high risk. Constant KYC, AML, banking and card processing is very, very, very hard for a high risk type of business such as casino,
CFDs, prop trading.
But maybe in some time in the future we'll probably have some changes.
Of course. It is anyway an ever-evolving industry. There's always regulatory, there's always improvement, and there's always things that they add on as we go. I want to go to the blockchain wallet. I see. What was the difference between these two in this case?
Okay, if we talk about the blockchain wallet, it is a completely physical, I would say, a real piece of blockchain owned by our clients. So this is an ideal solution for those companies that already have a fairly rich portfolio of cryptocurrencies, and they are ready to independently hedge transactions of their end users. The key difference here is the absence of a conversion and therefore the cost of it. The absence of preset limits on the transaction volume, the ability to independently collect funds from the deposit addresses. So like we provide the, enhanced functionality and more control to our clients. But as I've said, there is like no conversion, so it's a little bit less convenient. We're not taking care of the transactions.
And that's solely because digital wallet, it has a less number of 50 coins only. And I see here that also the blockchain has a 300 plus coins including. So the need of the conversion in the digital wallet is required based on what? Based on the currency that I'm sending, and then the conversion rate get added to, and the currency that is receiving.
Yes, immaculate. I mean, like, obviously correct you are. In case if we have, if we're talking about the digital wallet solution, we need to be sure that we have a proper rate to make a conversion to the wallet currency. And in case of blockchain wallet, we do not take care of the conversion. The client takes care of the conversion, of exchange, of swap, of their assets themselves. That's why we offer a full range of 330 plus cryptocurrencies for the blockchain wallet. So this way, our client can start accepting coins or tokens on our supported blockchains into like their wallets.
And what your recommendation will be for type of client? What type of client will be interested in digital wallet, and what type of client will be in the digital or in the blockchain?
Sure. As I've said, a digital wallet is a convenience, and it's perfect for fintech, e-commerce. Probably it's possible to say that it's convenient for high risk. In case if we're talking about blockchain wallet, it's very important to say that I would say it's the only type of client, probably not only, but the major type of client is the exchange. I mean, crypto spot exchange. So once again, our client is to have a rich portfolio of cryptocurrencies and to be able to hedge the incoming transactions, cover the risks in case if the client supports, payments in some custom tokens, for example. He is to be sure that he can exchange it, or in order to make a payment, to make a withdrawal, to cover the withdrawal of his end user.
Okay, that's pretty clear. I think you covered it up, and I want to move on to the new blockchains that you guys have. Maybe you can share that with me as well.
Sure. Talking about the new blockchains, and we're like getting back a little bit to the point that we discussed previously. I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm really happy to announce that now we support Polygon and Avalanche blockchains. Polygon is, I don't know, I would say it's an internet of blockchains in the Ethereum world. It is a decentralized platform designed to scale Ethereum and allow developers to create scalable, user-friendly applications with low transaction fees without losing security. To be polite, I would say this way. Matic is a framework for creating Ethereum-compatible blockchain scaling solutions. Polygon is more, I would say it's more of a protocol than a single solution. So one of the ecosystem's core offerings is Polygon SDK, which allows developers to build the Ethereum-compatible networks. That being said, you may have heard of Polygon Network as a proof-of-stake sidechain, and one of the first online products of Polygon ecosystem.
Polygon equal faster, cheaper, for Ethereum transaction. Is that
sure?
Sum it up.
Yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, exactly.
Okay.
That's why, and very important point here that we have the support of stable coins on Polygon and on Avalanche. The same thing, basically, we can say almost the same we can say about the Avalanche. It's a decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain with open source code and smart contract functionality. So these two integrations continue our idea of stablecoin support with USDT, USDC. We also have a bridged USDC available alongside with native coins such as Matic and Avax, and increase the we attempt to increase the accessibility and attractiveness to even more end users.
Okay, so this has been added to the existing blockchain that you guys have.
Of course.
The list of the blockchain, and which is the traditional ones. Yeah, we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and so on.
So we have a full range of blockchains, on our.
How is Dogecoin doing these days, or Dogecoin in this case?
Oh, you tell me. Like, you are aware of the market, so.
I'm asking you. How do you see Dogecoin is going, since you already have it as an existing blockchain?
We process it. We are ready to accept it. We are ready to provide our clients to use Doge blockchain. That's it. We support it. We do not plan to end it. Yeah. So.
We're sticking with it. We're gonna stick with it. Let's see how it goes. We need to stick with it.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And in case if we're talking about like if I get back to my previous slide, right?
Yes.
We talked about the blockchain wallets, and like very important point here is the necessity to exchange the cryptocurrencies. What we did, we have some more updates here today talking about B2BinPay, and it is one of our new features, which is swaps functionality.
We heard about this future. That's why we have this webinar. We want to learn more about this new future that you guys have implemented in your platform.
Okay, so basically, like B2BinPay, four main features. It is to send, receive, exchange, and store cryptocurrencies. And within the latest version, we make a big step forward in exchange functionality with swaps feature. We basically did our best to provide our clients with neat, tidy, very simple interface, but with gross functionality on the back end. When developing swaps, our goal was to provide our clients with an interface that it's not only clean, simple, and easy to use, but also packed with extensive functionality on the back end, just like an iceberg. When you see the iceberg, you can see just the tip, but the majority of it is hidden beneath the surface. So in our first iteration, we implemented instant swap operations based on VWAP, volume weighted average price rate. This was possible thanks to our internal B2 broker products and tools, which are specifically designed to meet our unique needs in crypto processing. And it basically allows us to enable and introduce this as a production feature. VWAP, to put it simply, is the average price of cryptocurrency based on its trading volume. So without any order books or necessity to place a specific order on the exchange, we made it possible to get the price for the entire volume of the desired crypto. Make sense?
Absolutely. It does make sense now. I do see that the value, for example, for at the exact certain moment of that asset is being traded, that's where the calculation happens. And
yes,
and it does it show in the pre-confirm as well, the price? For example, the swapping price in this case. Is there a way someone I have an access to the back end and I try to your new future, I'm opening and I'm going to do my first swap transactions. Does it give me the ability to see that value, the actual pricing?
Of course, I will tell about the VWAP venues. Let's put it this way. Let's talk about the benefits for our clients. I mean, it's very important. So as I've said, they no longer need to waste their time transferring funds to centralized exchanges for their transactional needs. This feature eliminates blockchain commission costs for our clients. The transaction to the centralized exchange, from the centralized exchange to B2BinPay wallet. But it's not even the best part. We have access to different VWAP venues. By VWAP venue, we mean a centralized exchange. So we do collect the VWAP rates from our rate provider.
The major ones.
Yes, as specified here, Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, Bitstamp. So we grab these rates and offer our clients the best price in the moment. So you do not need to go to other centralized exchanges and to compare the prices. We did it for you. That's it. We find the best price for the entire volume and deliver it directly to the client.
Okay.
This feature is.
This is like a beta version and a first version, and are you guys considering it also to develop and maybe add more feature to it based on maybe your client's feedback in this case.
Thank you, Ramzi. The feature itself is really flexible. It allows us to add more swap pairs, through pair settings management. This means that if client requests a specific swap pair, let's put it this way, our dealing department and race provider can quickly consider it without, needing a deployment or waiting for a new release, anything like that. We are starting with a list of currencies allowed in merchant wallet solution, merchant digital wallet solution and their pairs. And we plan to expand the number of supported liquid pairs in the future. But in case of request from the client side, it's also possible. It might be considered if needed. Of course, we are always open and ready to discuss it. It's always possible to contact the account manager and discuss the possibilities.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Yes, that was pretty clear. Maybe we see. Looking at the slide here, and the question is coming from this side. That's why I keep looking here, just to let everybody.
Okay.
As already question is coming, I just want to let everybody know. I think we will be handling this question very, very soon. Reminder that this will be pre-recorded, available for everybody, and also I promise everybody who keeps sending the messages, we will share this slide with everybody. Everybody,
Ramzi, I believe you need to select the best ones in case if there is a list. Yeah.
There is the list is coming, and I just want to, I believe we have one more slide to go over, and then maybe we can take the questions from our audience. Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Talking about another thing I have prepared for you today is the roadmap for the product development in 2024. And we are really close to to start with staking on TRX and Ethereum. It's the goal here is to bring a functionality where clients can stake crypto and receive an annual yield. Otherwise, in case of Tron, get less expenses on transaction processing by using their resources, energy, and bandwidth. For the clients, staking is interesting both as one of the ways to earn money or to decrease the expenses on the crypto processing of the transactions.
I guess we will be needing another webinar for that one as well, to give a proper explanation about the whole process.
Maybe. Why not? Maybe. I'm always ready and open.
Absolutely. We were always glad to have you guys here. And what about mobility and convenience as well?
Sure. Worth saying that we always remember about the convenience for our users. In today's fast-paced world, you need to be mobile everywhere and have access to payment management everywhere, anytime.
Absolutely.
Often immediate response. It is needed to solve sudden incidents. To do this, you need to have an access to manage the payment system in your pocket.
Absolutely.
That's why we are developing a mobile application to provide our clients with easy access to payment management systems, serving the needs for mobility and immediate transaction handling. That's it. So you can see the designs here. So we are in a process. We're really, really close to bring it to the clients this year. Some polishing, some details, better interface and stuff. So that is that's what's going on now.
So one should expect the release within 2024 for the mobile app version.
Yeah, staking mobile application. One very important point here is that we are talking about money, and we're talking about the safety and security of funds. Yes. So the same applies to mobile applications. We need to be 100% sure that we provide the safe application to use. No security breaches. That's it.
Of course.
Another point here is the blockchain support, and we're basically heading to add more and more and more blockchains, 6 more new blockchain integrations with stablecoins coverage. Besides Polygon and Avalanche we talked today, we're also looking forward to integrating Algorand, Optimism, Arbitrum, Solana, Base, Cosmos, and Polkadot. So
you're going to be expanding to a very good range of the blockchains.
Yeah. Like last year, 2023, we did a very big expansion in in number of cryptocurrencies supported for our enterprise blockchain wallet solution to cover the needs of our clients. And this year we're heading towards, we do our best to cover all the possible stablecoin support. So like all these blockchains are known on the market and give the stablecoin support for the transaction needs. Okay.
I want to go back to the security, which is, as you mentioned, it is an extremely important factor in any mobile app in general, not, and we are talking here about a payment gateway, and in a sense that has a very high value clients, and we're talking in a B2B level with a very high transaction. So the security play a major role in this case. How are you guys handling this?
Impeccable question, Ramsey. Thank you very much for returning back again to the security.
Yes.
Obviously, like we dedicate our special effort this year to security measures. We consider both, operational risks and human factor scenarios, alongside, enhancing the regular safety tools such as 2FA. It means that we plan to invent more 2FA methods with Web3 focus and Web3 approach, but not only. We also designed the tools and system that will allow us to decrease the impact of, I would say, human factor. Because obviously we are talking about, as you've said, we are talking about B2B type of business, and obviously you have staff and you need to avoid some mistakes, some risks because of this. So, human factor, human errors, human security breaches on the side of our clients. Mitigating possible risks everywhere is one of our major ideas for 2024.
Especially with the recent cybersecurity to the increase in the threats that we see on a day-to-day basis. We cover that through our website, Finance Magnet. We cover the news, and I recall within at least the shortest period that I remember, it was within a week. We had a report of over 12 major attacks on a major brands within the industry that give you, the idea on how important is the security in this case. But the good thing is that many, and I believe also you guys have always, plan in place, and you always keep your software and your applications and everything is checked. And you have the last time I spoke to the CEO, we had an interview. He was telling me how you guys have also the cybersecurity team in place, ready to go, deployed in any cases. So just assuring everybody, how the system works, and you guys focusing on the security in this case, it's one of the major factor. For regulatory, obviously, it's say here Italian. What other, what is your current regulatory license that you have?
I will get a little bit back to the security. Like one very important point here to talk about is that it doesn't mean that we're not secure right now, right? But we are always striving for more and more flexible security for our clients, and we enhance it, like providing with like new tools to avoid, as I've said, human risks, but not only because our security vector affects both, code-based defense against any attack threats, or behavior risks. So yeah, it's very important. And
Absolutely.
it's also important to, to keep it constant, to find the existing threats, analyze them, and, cover the payment system from anything possible, any breach that was found anywhere, or in our case, maybe to double check if we are okay with the existing solutions and they provide, like our existing solutions provide the proper level of the security of funds for our
Absolutely.
clients. So
Understandably,
yeah.
and point on, as I said, this is important. Again, we are assured, we are 100%. We just need to make sure everybody checks, and we're already on the same page here. That's why, again, I really want the question about regulatory, as I have something coming in.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's
Yes.
get back to license. So basically, right now we have Estonian license and we have Italian license. I'm happy to announce that we have our regulatory expansion. One more license for us in Europe. We are almost ready to launch. Like in the nearest future, sometime it will happen very, very soon, and we will be ready to accept and onboard new clients to this license. But it doesn't mean it's a matter of how to say. We already have this license, but it doesn't mean that we are not in process with other regulatory bodies. And we're not attempting to get more licenses. We have a process of somewhere we have documents sent, somewhere we have response from the regulator. So we plan to enlarge more our coverage, like license coverage, to provide
So
services
currently,
for more
right now, you
clients.
can onboard almost all clients from you within European economic areas, or do you have
transparently? Yes,
transparently?
European Union. Yeah, transparently reported to the regulator. European changes, and yeah, we have the European license. We're ready to provide services
Other
for
regions,
European clients.
you guys,
I would really like to keep it, not to disclose the information.
Absolutely.
Let's have it,
So,
we can talk about the Italian license. It's ready.
absolutely.
We have it. We plan to launch. Once we have more information, we'll share it
So
with
the
you guys.
expansion is there. This is what I am understanding. The expansion is there, and the consideration is there. Yes, and they will. When is the right time? You guys gonna?
We'll just get back with the announcement.
Absolutely, come back to me with an announcement, and then we can have another session discussing your expansion.
Of course.
Absolutely, I would appreciate it if you come to us first, though.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And I believe we didn't talk about one more point of the roadmap. Is the core functionality upgrade, which is custody solution here. We aim to invent the new store feature.
Oh, okay.
In a response to high demand for secure fund storage. Introducing the custody solution, it's the key part of such an upgrade, offering a more secure storage option for funds, offering our clients, extra level of security. So yeah, I believe that's it.
I think you read a message like me. Do you see the question coming in?
You mean in the chat?
Yes, the question through Q&A is coming through the chat is coming. I have the list here in front of me, and I think our audience is somehow eager to learn more about the things. Once you finish with your slide, tell me. I think we should just jump into the question.
Let's jump into the questions.
I believe some of these questions are really relevant to what we're doing here. And I want to start by a question coming from, I'm not going to name names so we can speed up the process. This is a very interesting question because I think we already covered it, but it's okay. Let's go over it again. How does B2BinPay ensure the security of funds against potential hacking attempt? I think we already covered that, but maybe this is one you want to answer again.
So you mean the safety of funds, right? You're talking about the
Yes.
safety of funds. Well, there are basically like I would say this way. There are two ways I can answer this question. Obviously, like we have a list of functionalities, you know, built in our B2BinPay payment system, which you know cover the risks, and you know it's just a technology. But on the other side, I read the question, you know, linked with the custody, and who is like what kind of custody do you like, who is the custody partner. And I would like to answer this question very
Please.
How to say evasively, right? But I will tell some details, and maybe I will tell the level of security that we've got here in B2BinPay. We do not disclose our custody partners, where do we store the funds, because of the possibility of security breaches, you know, any kind of attacks. And the security level is the following: that me, like product owner, I do not know the exact name and, you know, the exact location of persons. Like we have a standalone finance department that works with the funds of our clients, and I do not know the exact name and exact surname of that person, so it's kept in secret even from me, just in order to avoid any possibility, any threat that might affect clients' funds. So we keep even like these people, their names are kept kept securely. Also, we do not disclose the information about the place where we, you know, store the funds.
Obviously, for security, GDPR, there's like a million reasons. And the safe. So to help answer the question in short, as what I understood, one of the audience here, and saying that the funds are safe. Yes, and the custody we cannot disclose with the partners, which makes sense.
Of course,
where we are storing
that's the main
as well,
reason.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So I think that's answered the question. The next one is, I don't know who came up with that. That question is very interesting. So obviously, you know, dark web. We have to, yeah, we all know about dark web, and you mentioned the tip of the iceberg. So we have to adjust it. We can address it as we're discussing payments here. What happened to those funds coming from dark web in sense?
Thank you very much, and the question is really, you know, really nice. I mean, thank you for this question. It's very important to talk about the, well, like, get back to the AML checks and AML procedures. We have two AML providers reporting us about such incoming transactions. Yes, or in case of outgoing transaction, if it goes to an external address, which also belongs to high risk, something illegal. So we are aware of, you know, such addresses or such the source of incoming funds. We are really we know all the details, and in case such transaction comes to our client's wallet, I would give a really simple explanation. Let's say you have 1 million USD on your account, yeah, and some kind of scammer or whatever, some darknet, somebody decides to pay your services, or, you know, to just to send you a transaction of, you know, $10 from his darknet account. So in case if this transaction is added to your common balance of like obviously this transaction is red, it's marked red by the AML provider, and it's risky, it has a very high risk score. But what happens if this transaction is added to your balance? We are talking about the blockchain. So your address, your wallet address, is also linked with a high risk. Once this $100
you're receiving fund from a flagged account and from a flagged source. What do you expect? Of course, you're going to get flagged as well.
You are flagged as well, and it.
So where the protection going to be in your end? Do you like bounce it back and you try to prevent it coming?
Yes, Sure. Obviously, it will affect the whole $1 million you have on your account. But what we do, as I've said, one of the functionalities of B2BinPay is salt generated deposit addresses. So only in case if we're sure that funds are safe and they're clear, there is a proper risk level, considerable. Um, we are ready to collect these funds from the deposit address, and we always provide our clients with the AML check data with the risk score of the transaction. In case if this transaction comes from darknet, which is simply do not add it to the client's wallet balance and send it back. Get rid of it.
I have a question coming through chat. We have a dedicated Q&A section, but let's get this one from the chat. Are you guys considering, of course, cooperating with consultant from within UK? And who is, are you authorized by FCA in the UK? As we discussed, I think in regulation, that part.
Thank you for the question. We are looking forward to, we are in the process, to be honest, we are in the process with FCA right now. I do not think we're ready to announce that everything is solved right now. Some details left, but we are working on it to solve it, and to provide the service to FCA regulated clients. Yeah,
Okay.
so
when
it's one of our ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when time comes, we will be ready to announce that.
Absolutely.
We're working on it.
And we have another question here. So if someone is interested in the retail part, and I see white labels, I don't know, when you look at the CFD, you're looking at IBs and affiliation, and in your case, it's going to be resellers and white label. Are you guys considering this in your?
I would say we have a couple ideas for that. Obviously, we plan to have some partner system. It's in design right now. And talking about the white label solution, just feel free to reach out to your account manager if you are a client of B2BinPay, or if you're looking forward to to build a new relationship with us and you want to start your own payment system. Just reach out, contact our sales department, just have a discussion, discuss the details. Obviously, we are ready to provide our clients with such options, such solutions.
Okay, this question, I really want, I don't know if you're reading it as well with me. They say it's with the increasing use and growth of blockchain, on-chain as well, money versus traditional stablecoin, what growth impact or changes do you see with industry, and will B2BinPay support on-chain money? Very, very interesting.
Very long, yeah, very interesting. And
we have to name him also. John Peters here. He's asking a very interesting question, and I think it should be addressed. How you guys will going to support on-chain money in this case?
Fix me if I'm incorrect, but the question is that we see the increasing use of blockchains with on-chain money versus traditional stable coins. So it's basically the comparison of let's say coins of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins based on different other blockchains such as USDT or USDC.
I think we covered that in one of your slides.
I believe we talked about it, and we have it. We basically face the stable coins as a market trend, stable coins as a stable market trend. To put it simple, we plan to enlarge the possibilities of our system to accept and process the payments, using stable coins. We obviously we do not consider to leave the existing coins to get rid of them. It's always possible to process the existing coins and blockchains, but also we add the support of other blockchains that support the stablecoin solution.
Okay, I think we should. I don't know how you feel about time. I think we are way over our time, but I want to roll on some other question to keep our audience maybe ongoing. It's a very interesting question here. Do you guys support INR and IID to settle?
Not yet. Just to put it simple, not yet. It basically depends on the rates and the possibility to. Obviously, we're talking about the fiat money. We're talking about the fiat settlement. We provide the fiat settlement in USD and Euro. The reason behind that is it's really, I wouldn't say simple, but it's possible for us to find the rates of certain currencies, cryptocurrencies to USD and Euro. So we can find the price. Reliable source of price and provide with hedging possibilities here. In case if we're talking about the other currencies, it might be an issue for us. Okay. Maybe I do not deny this possibility. It's a very nice point to be considered in the future. Once again, thank you for the question. We'll look.
Okay, how many other questions can you take? One more, two more, three?
Okay, let's take two.
Let's take two. Okay, I have two here. I'm just gonna pick one from. Here we go. Okay, yes, this one. EU companies are asking about the reporting for the audit purpose.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, the question here is reporting to the regulator about the transaction activity. Yeah, we are always ready to provide our clients with such data. We do report ourselves to, if we're talking about the AML, we report about each transaction. In case if we're talking about the travel rule, we also do report about each transaction. At least the beneficiary on one side. We have a travel rule provider, which is Nota Bene, and yeah, we report the outgoing source of funds in case of withdrawal, like payout, and in case of deposit, we also report the information about the receiver of these funds. We are ready to provide it on B2C. I would say on B2C level, in case if our client works with provides services to certain end users and stands as a certain kind of intermediate. We're ready to cover that, and we are ready to provide all the data needed.
The final question that I want to ask, there's like 3, 4, or 5 questions asking similar questions. They are all asking about the fees in this case.
What's the question here?
The question is regarding the fees. What are your fees and how is it available for access the fees and how we can have access to the fees, and there is a competitor fee, so they are all asking about the same question.
Sure. I would like to say that all the information is always available for you on our website with the exact values. Recently, we decreased the commissions for merchant digital wallet solution. It might be checked depending on the incoming transaction turnover. We charge the commissions only on incoming transactions. All the outgoing transactions are free of charge. No payments, nothing. Just visit our website. There is a certain web page, with all the fees details. Know your fees. We are always transparent and always ready to display this information for all the clients. It's always available.
Awesome, Vitaly. Thank you so much for this very insightful, at least to say, webinar. I think people who's going to be watching this, the recorded version, they're going to have a very, greater understanding about the crypto, streamlining the cryptos and from annual business as well. Thank you so much.
Ramzi, thank you very much. And thank you everybody for joining us. Hope it was a fruitful session. Have a nice day.
Awesome. So before we part ways, I just want to say, everybody, remember, this is crypto and blockchain is an ongoing things, and B2BinPay is here to support your business. And as I understand, that B2B in Pays and in general B2B groups, they always have a very a good customer support, in a sense, available throughout different communication channels, and they will help your business in every step of the way. I am very excited about the futures, as you described during your webinars, and I will be looking forward to the exclusive announcement that you guys are going to be sharing with us to continue this conversation. Again, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.